Hello students, welcome to KGS. Many of you have requested that you wanted a detailed video on our upcoming batch PMP, that is Parivartan Mentorship Program, which is a 13-month integrated preparation of prelims and mains. So here is the detailed video for this particular batch requested by you. So in this batch, there would be an integrated preparation for prelims and mains 2027, right? Often we see that there are number of errors, number of problems that are related to the preparation of civil services. For example, lack of structured study plan, inconsistent preparation, and poor accountability to yourself, and many such problems. For example, less giving attention, less importance to CSAT, which is a deciding factor these days. So these kind of difficulties are faced by students often. Along with this, let's say weak revision strategy, inadequate answer writing practice is there, inadequate test practice and analysis is there, which is very important these days, because it is not only about study, it is also about application of the understanding that you have developed. Moreover, how to integrate current affairs with your static syllabus, that is also one of the problems that often students face. And then finally, lack of personalized guidance, which is extremely important these days, because the nature of UPSC, especially in the prelims examination, is getting so diverse, so let's say difficult, that you need a personalized guidance. So to solve all these errors, in order to, let's say, correct all these errors, we are coming up with this PMP batch, which has features like dedicated personal mentorship. As I have already told you, that prelims examination is getting extremely difficult, and that's why in order to, let's say, cross that obstacle, you need personalized mentorship. So that is one of the important features of this particular batch. Then personalized study plan would be there. As you have, let's say, personal mentor, you can discuss study plan with personal mentor. Then integrated prelims and mains preparation. So this is the most important feature of this particular program, that the preparation for 2027 would be integrated prelims and mains preparation. Followed by that, performance tracking, right? So where you are standing, how you have progressed from your earlier test, how you have progressed from the earlier, let's say, answers. That kind of performance tracking is very important. Then structured revision framework is also important for your preparation, that would be provided in this particular PMP batch for you. Moreover, weekly accountability system, right? So how exactly you are progressing, are you on the right track or not, that needs to be checked. That you can do so with the help of this particular feature of PMP. Weekly accountability system is there in PMP batch. Moreover, comprehensive test series is there. This is another important feature of PMP batch, along with this integrated prelims and mains preparation. That comprehensive test series is there, and I'll be telling you about this particular comprehensive test series in a while. Current affairs integration, which is again an important factor both for prelims as well as mains examination. Answer writing development, right? So you have to progress on the path that will help you in scoring good marks in mains, and that is why this important feature has also been integrated in this PMP batch. So these are some important features of PMP batch. Now let me tell you how exactly we will be, let's say guiding you in this particular PMP batch. So integrated, as I have told you, integrated prelims and mains preparation is there, which is the key feature of this particular batch. Then targeted prelims focus, where number of aspects are there. Then mains ready preparation is also there in the PMP batch. Now let me tell you what is the, let's say, core aspect of this particular PMP batch. This batch will be starting from 28th of June. Your first test would be from 1st of July. Now first test is of polity. Now before you appear for that particular polity test, you will be getting one online support from our faculty, wherein they will talk about this particular, let's say, GS2 paper, how you should, let's say, study for GS2 paper, what kind of strategy you should follow for GS2 answer writing. So all that would be provided to you in a, let's say, video format to both offline as well as online students. Followed by that, there would be a test paper. In that test paper, initially we will be starting with, let's say, topic wise or section wise tests. In the section wise test, there would be 50 questions from, let's say, 50 questions will be related to MCQs, right? So objective questions would be there, 50 objective questions would be there. Along with those 50 objective questions, 5 subjective or descriptive questions will also be there, wherein you will be writing answers for those questions, those 5 questions, right? So what will happen as a result of this? As a result of this, there would be integrated study of prelims as well as mains. You'll be writing answers, you'll be solving questions related to prelims as well. So that is what is the key feature of this particular program. So in integrated prelims and mains preparation, what you will be doing, you will be solving 50 sectional MCQs for a particular subject, which will be followed by 5 descriptive answers for mains preparation. That is what is the key aspect of PMP, right? So these are the let's say aspects that you can go through. This brochure is available on our website, right? Then 13 months program, as I've already told you, 13 months program. It is 100 plus hours of PYQ analysis is also provided to you in an online mode. Then 2027 is the target for this particular PMP batch, right? Now, after this, what I want to tell you about this, so I have told you about this particular thing, that in each, let's say, paper, for each GS paper, there would be let's say different sectional tests followed by full length test as well. In sectional test, 50 questions related to prelims, and then 5 or sometimes 10 questions based on the topic, based upon the, let's say, length of the topic. There will be 5 or 10 questions for each particular section of that particular paper, right? So for GS1, GS2, then GS3 and GS4 will be following similar approach. Now, so these are the number of tests that you will be solving, right? So sectional test for GS, 20 sectional tests would be there. Subject wise, 6 FLTs will be there. CSAT, 8 tests would be there, and full length, in total full length GS 11 and CSAT 11 tests would be there. In those tests, you will be solving these many questions per test, 50 MCQs for let's say for prelims examination, and then the number of total questions is this, right? So these are the total number of questions that you will be solving throughout this particular PMP course. Now, after this, what I want to focus upon is, so this is also related to the number of tests that you will be solving through PMP or under PMP. So after this, the most important aspect is you will be getting personalized mentor support, and you know what is the importance of mentor support these days in the preparation, right? So that would be provided to you. Expert mentor support will be there, one-to-one guidance will be there, regular progress tracking, which is very important for let's say UPSC's preparation, that would be provided through this particular PMP course. Test and answer writing review would be there, doubt resolution support would be there, customized study plan would be prepared with the help of mentor, right? After this, so this is the most important aspect that is related to PMP. So for PMP batch, there are 2 modes, offline mode and online mode. So first, you will be getting study plan, which will be available to both offline as well as online mode. Then sessions with expert faculty. Session with expert faculty. Suppose you will be writing, let's say, polity test. Before polity test, you will be having a session with an expert faculty, wherein you will be guided how to approach this particular subject, what should be the strategy, how you should approach answer writing, etc. All those things would be discussed in this particular session. Now, for offline students as well, this particular session with expert faculty will be provided in online mode. That is an important aspect that you should remember, right? Obviously, for online, it would be online only. Then PYQ concept classes will be there, which is again provided in online mode for students who are availing this particular batch for offline, right? So whatever, let's say, video, whatever expert faculty support you will be getting, that would be in online mode, even if you have purchased this offline batch, right? So that is an important aspect that I wanted to focus, right? So timings are there. Then you will be getting test resources, question papers, as well as explanation, which will be provided in hard copy for offline students, and obviously it would be in PDF format for online students, right? So doubt sessions with mentors would be there after test in both the modes, and performance tracking would be there by mentors in both the modes. Now, how much is the fees? For offline, fees is rupees 12,000, right? If you are a KGS student, if you are a KGS foundation student, then the concession would be there for you. You will be able to avail this batch in an offline mode for rupees 8,000, right? So what is the condition? That you should be KGS foundation student. Then you will be getting this particular course even for offline mode for rupees 8,000, and for online mode fees is rupees 8,000 only, right? So that is what is an important aspect. So you can go through this particular brochure, right? So all these centers are there. In Delhi, we have centers at Wazirabad, Azadpur, Karol Bagh. In Patna, we have Boring Road Center, Musallapur Hut Center, Prayagraj, Tej Bahadur Sapru Road Center is there. In all these centers, you will be getting, let's say, PMP mentorship. Only in Mukherjee Nagar, test series would be available. Mentorship support will not be available in Mukherjee Nagar. In rest of the centers, it would be available, right? So you can go through this particular, PDF that is available on our website, right? Fine. So let me show you just the, let's say, 28th of June 2026 on Sunday, you'll be having a session with Gautam sir. Then on 1st of July, there will be Polity PYQ concept class provided by mentors. On 2nd of July, Polity PYQ concept class would be provided by mentors, and then Polity test would be there on 5th of July. So this is what is the schedule that we will be following. We'll be starting with GS paper 2. Fine. I hope I was able to give you clarity about this particular program. If you want to avail this batch, you can contact our team for more information as well, and you can get enrolled in this particular batch. Thank you.